Hello, it's Courageously Living You. I'm Audra, and this is
Sandy.
And today's topic is going to be before receiving, do what?
That's exactly right. You're probably sitting there saying, I've listened to some other videos by you girls, and I'm like, I do not get this. But before you can receive what we're talking about, you have to understand you want to receive. It's a decision. I want things different. I want, it's as if you open your heart to the world and you say, you know what, I'm not satisfied. And I know something's going on, but I don't know what. That's the first step to receiving information. Because before, when we're living automatically or robotically, we're not really asking questions. But then all of a sudden, all of us, all over the world, each of us hit a brick wall at some point in our life and we go, this isn't working. That is the beginning of the change. And that's what happens. And as soon as that happens, there's a door in your heart that opens and says, I'm ready to receive. Not physically to you, but little signposts will come to you. Friends will come to you and they don't even know what they're saying, but you're analyzing it and it's going in a different slot this time.
Yeah, or you'll start seeing signs and symbols that you're like, wait, how did this happen? Or why am I seeing this? Or like the butterflies or the birds or numbers, or you'll just start to notice people will be saying different things and they'll resonate with your heart, but you're not totally understanding it on the logical side, but your heart is like starting to soften and open and receive that. So you're getting your information.
Right, because at first you might even start to recognize people around. There are people around you that are happy, and you're like, how'd they get there? They seem so together and they're happy. And most of the time, when you see happy people, they are together, at least in some areas of their life. And it opens the door for you to be happy too, because you wouldn't recognize that if you didn't want it for yourself.
Right. Their reflection is showing you're also shifting from within, because everyone's a mirror of you. So you start meeting new people with new attitudes or new
ideas,
positive reflections, and you're like, oh yeah, I was like kind of thinking that too. And then the universe is like always setting us up with our reflection so that we're always learning and growing and evolving. And so that stuff starts to happen also.
Right. And when you begin this journey of I want something different for me, it's not as complicated as it looks or sounds, because your heart opens with that one desire. I want it different. And we can take it in and appreciate it and celebrate it and own it and just let the universe work with you now that you have an open heart, because that open heart is a direct path to everything you want. And it might even sound a little complicated at first by us or by anybody else, but when it resonates, it just begins to fall in place where you need it, not where we need it.
Yes, it's not the hard work that we're used to. There's an ease to it, there's a grace to it, there's a joy, there's an opening to it when it starts to happen and you start to evolve and you really start to listen to your heart. There's like more of a flow instead of, like, to me, that herky-jerky, or unsure or unstable. There's a stability. There's just that calm flow, and then you get the confirmations too with that. You can even ask, like, can you show me that I'm on the right path? Can you show me I'm doing the right things? And the universe will bring you people, places, signs and symbols to say you're in your flow.
Mm-hmm. And here's how you can handle that. When something gets in the way, it's like, wait a minute. That's how I used to think. Was that my parents? Was that social conditioning? All of the things around you begin to look dim compared to what you're thinking that you want now. Then you begin to see the contrast is so strong that your desires actually get stronger and you actually feel that I'm going this way with my life now, that was okay. It served me. It was nothing wrong with any of it. But there comes a time in our life where it's like, I think I want to do this. And absolutely it starts to happen. So when you get more assured, thinking the past is the past and this is what I want now, then you have things really happen because you've separated yourself from habits and patterns, which were totally innocent and fine. But now it's all about you. And that's what we want to do, is return you to you. What do you want? What kind of relationships? What kind of career? How do you want to raise your children? And the most important thing is that you begin to voice your opinion on everything. Not as a, it must be and should be, but you can get the words out of your mouth. Well, I kind of disagree with that. I think I want to talk about it. Maybe not now, but later. But that begins this, it's like pouring water on a seed. And the seed starts to grow and you know you have to go a different way with getting to know you. So we encourage you to say, well, let's talk about it, or I don't agree with it, which always brings up a conversation.
And then people really get to know you and your unique expression in the world by you expressing yourself. If you're always going along with and agreeing to everything, then nobody really knows you. And that's like a disservice to yourself and everyone else, because your voice matters, your truth matters, your opinion matters, and it's time that everyone starts showing up and sharing who they are in a kind, loving way.
Yeah, respectful. You know, when we use the word opinion, I want you to understand one thing. You don't have to agree with people's opinion. But the thing there that you do is you put forth that I don't agree with it, or it could be different. But you're very respectful and kind.
Yeah.
And what comes out of that conversation is a total compromise that pleases both.
Yeah.
Or pleases the whole group.
And you can still love each other and be different. You can love your friend and they can have a different political view, or a husband and a different political view. Everybody doesn't have to have the same in the agreement. It's, you know what? It's free will and free choice. Like, I get to be me, you get to be you, and we meet in the middle and we respect each other's choices. And we value those opinions because that's what makes the world a better place. Not just shutting up and walking forward and saying nothing. No one knows you. You don't even know you. But when you start to learn you start to learn that it's okay to be like, you know what? I really don't agree with that. I really want to share from my heart. And I think it's about a sharing from your heart of who you are. And you bless yourself and you bless everyone else in that process.
Right.
Even if you don't agree.
Even what?
Even if you don't agree.
Oh, absolutely.
You're still, then somebody goes, okay, well, all right, I can respect that about you.
Right, exactly. I had a client this week that been married 50 years and she's not sure what she wants to do or what she wants to say, and she wants to do a few things differently. And as it came out, it was, and we talked about the marriage, and the marriage is in good shape, but she said it could be more. And I said, well, have you been talking to him for 50 years? And she said,
probably not.
No. I see now from this session that we've had and that you've revealed, helped me reveal me, that she realized that she was not contributing her, and she realized, how could he know and live up to what was never spoken, heard, or felt? And I'm telling you, you had to see her face when she realized, I can contribute to this and it can be so much better. That's what she got out of it.
Right.
And that's what we're talking about.
Right. And you don't know anyone. And then you can't really complain about your husband when you're not really speaking up and saying your truth of who you are in kindness and love. We're not saying like fights and all this crazy. We're saying like, you know what? I really don't want to go here. Or I really do want to go here. Or I would love to do this. Or maybe I want to go on the vacation myself. Maybe I need some, some space to find me again. Whatever it is, you want him to know you and you want to know you. you. And I really think that's like a huge gift and heals a lot of relationships when you really start, either they're going to be amazing or it's just not going to work.
But you're still going to know.
Yes.
That's the whole point, is that once the communication starts on both sides, you begin to know and to feel what's really going on for the first time, and the truth is surfacing.
Yes.
So that's good. No matter how it turns out, it's still good because you had to get there, and that person you're married to or you have a relationship had to get there too.
Right, because the pink elephant is always there, until you start speaking up, right? You know it's there, you both know it's there, but then you never give the opportunity to say, well, I like this part of the elephant or I don't like this part of the elephant. And then maybe the elephant can disappear, right? It's like we don't need all these elephants in the room anymore or covering up and making these piles of stuff that no longer serve us or serve the marriage or relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So take that and think about it, and let's just one step at a time.
Yeah. One step at a time is, oh, I would love to go try this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I would like to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's your one step. It doesn't even have to be like that difficult. That will start the ball rolling and then build your own confidence and build your truth in you.
And when you feel yourself in default, going back to explaining things and reiterating the past, you know that something is going on within you and it's all about you.
Yes.
So I would love to see you sit down, take a pause moment and say, what was that about? And you find out that that was about me not wanting to talk about that. And then you're really moving forward.
Yes.
But even if it was a no, I'm not comfortable right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're acting instead of reacting. So you're in the now, and then you allow the person you're with to be in the now with you.
Yes.
So there's a resolve, there's a solution, there's a conversation. It's so rich. Try it.
Yeah. It changes the dynamics immediately. Just you stopping and pausing to get to yourself. And that's the best we can do, is get to ourselves and be ourselves, because that's all we were meant to do. And that's that.
Yep. We were all meant to bless each other.
Yep. Everyone enjoy the rest of their day wherever they are. Leave comments, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can really grow this channel huge, so that everyone just gets to be their unique expression of their wishes fulfilled now.
Yep.